This show is part of the HeadStuff podcast network.
Well, bing, bing, bing. Welcome back to the Young Hot Guys podcast, where today we join our intrepid heroes who are reuniting, having not podcasted together for 3 whole weeks. Hooray!
Well, bing, 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 Tony, and bing, 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 Shane.
And a bing, 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 bing to you.
Oh, well, peep, peep, peep to you too.
Oh,
Bing, 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 and a peep, peep, peep.
my merry podcaster fellows.
They're attractive.
They're very attractive.
Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Byrne.
Now remember, when they come knocking trick-or-treating tomorrow, make sure not to include some of the finer things you have in your house. Marhampla, a delicious cold can of Rira Irish Lager.
Yes, the children may not be of drinking age. Those are just for the grown-ups after the kiddies have run amok out on the streets.
I know, when you hear children say treat, you're like, well, what do I consider a treat? A nice can of Rira. But you don't give it to them.
Don't give it to them.
Don't give it to them,
Drink
please.
responsibly and only if you're of age, and don't give it under children. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because of everything.
That's right.
Rira Irish Lager sponsors Young Hot Guys.
Scary raw.
Scary Raw.
Scary raw.
Spook.
This sounds like we're starting a Dungeons and Dragons kind of fable-y
I'd
kind
love
of,
it.
those kind of people.
Oh, I'd love if I could get you two.
Really?
Yeah, we do a D&D night. It'd be
I
a
saw
good bonus.
a TikTok of a guy who's been running a Dungeons and Dragons game for like 12, 15, 20 years. I don't remember the number.
Legend.
Could be longer.
Could be
It's
100
one
years.
of the longest ones. And he's been doing it every month. And he was given this very serious thing. And he goes, I have been the games master for this for about 25 years. And
The number changes.
and this will be my last time. And many people are asking why I'm doing this. It's not because things are happening in other people's lives and it's getting harder for them to, I know Daryl's got the kids and he doesn't seem to be answering they're not taking it as seriously as I would like them to. It's because my story has reached its natural conclusion.
Oh.
And I was
'cause
like,
that's Dungeons
oh.
and Dragons.
Yeah. And he's like, it's reached its natural conclusion. This is where we've ended up. And I was like, fair play, man.
I thought
Sounds
it
like you
reached its
dragged it
natural
out.
conclusion when we went to Tit Island for 2 years because you didn't have any ideas and it was Poopy Pee-Pee was the bartender.
No, that was integral character building for the
Well,
story
okay.
plot. It's reached its natural conclusion now after 25 years.
I do love things with endings of things. I love it when someone is like a retirement. I love.
Oh, yeah.
We went to my dad's retirement in his office, and his boss, a younger woman, I have no problem with that.
Oh.
She was far younger than him, but she kind of just read out all. Now some of his colleagues listen to this podcast, and you're very hello to everyone over there in the department. She just kind of read out where he worked.
Huh?
And he was like, well, he started, of course, in 1992 and then moved to this, that, and the other. I was like, say something a bit more jazzy.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. A bit more jazzy.
It was like, say, like,
do
he's
you want?
been an incredible colleague and an
Okay.
erstwhile friend. Say stuff like, maybe more retirements are like that. And my dad, just a prick.
Maybe she just printed out his LinkedIn and it was kind of like, he liked a photo.
Do you think Shane's dad has LinkedIn?
I mean, he'd be mad not to. He's a mover and shaker.
Why? Oh, God. I moved and shook my coffee cup onto the ground.
Shane,
It's a big
I
gremlin.
podcasted with him for many years, and he started in Young Hot Guys in 2023. Did some club sets and tour dates and things like that, and and then he ended his career. What was it? 4 or 5 years later, after that big controversy.
Yep, of course, yeah.
Mary Black, of course, embarking on her Sloan tour at the moment.
Oh, really?
I don't buy a salon tour.
I don't buy a
I don't
salon
buy a
tour
salon
from
tour.
Mary Black. You won't. Maybe I think it's that she's kind of finishing like touring, but she'll still grace
She'll pop up.
the stages. Yes, of course.
It's
I
like
saw-
one of those shops that's in a constant state of shutdown sale. They're always saying,
Yes.
Bewley's is closing down.
yeah.
Bewley's is closing down.
Let it die. Let it die.
I say let it die.
Let it die, Simon.
I saw
That's a
Meatloaf.
throwback to the indie days of never mind the Buzzcocks, Amy Winehouse. Let it die, Simon.
Why?
Let it die. She said that about something
He kept making jokes
about who she hated or something like that.
something like that.
Oh, better times. Anyway, I was just going to say I saw Meatloaf's farewell tour 3 times. 3 different times.
He's a messer. He'll be back.
He's a bloody. Well,
He's
dead.
gonna be back.
He's dead. He's dead.
He'll be back like a bat out of hell.
He will be back.
R.I.P. to my hero, Meatloaf. Well loved dearly.
I love that.
He's very much dead.
No, I saw Meatloaf as well. Absolutely. What a showman. What a showman.
Is that the biggest person you've seen like that? Like I saw James Brown.
That's amazing.
You
That's
saw
amazing.
James Brown?
Yes.
He was alive?
I saw him at Oxygen 2025.
What was he
Exactly where
doing
he should
there?
be. Exactly
He was
where
there
should
in a
be.
tent, and he came on. Who was next? Interpol. And I tell you, that was the
They
greatest.
were looking for someone.
Interpol, greatest gig of my life. I'll tell you what.
That particular gig.
That particular gig was the
I
greatest
love
gig of my
Interpol.
life. Yeah, it was this. It was that year. It was the year of antics. So you know what I mean. If memory serves. And
Was he at full power?
James Brown was not at full power. He
Okay.
was at about
Get down.
3 or 4%.
Okay.
And he would do. He said Dublin, even though we were in Punchestown, which is of course in
That's classic.
Kildare.
We
We
love
love
it.
that. So did Snoop Doggy Dog.
You did. When I say
William?
punches, you say town. Punches town.
That's
punches
right.
town. Yep.
That's right. And he would do like he would point. Oh, we discussed it. He would. Sorry, something private there. I shouldn't talk in the pocket. He would point over to. He had a man who was kind of like running the show, really. And then him and the man would like converse privately, and he would point out, "Look at all them over there on the left." And then you go, "Oh my God, look at all them over there on the
that's
right."
great.
That's
And
really
you go,
good.
"Look at all them in the middle." And it was kind of like he was as if he was so. He was like, "This really is an amazing. Look at them."
Yeah.
This really is an amazing crowd. Wow. And he would kind of come out and he had a purple suit the whole lot and he would go, "Wow!"
That's great.
And
Wow.
then he would kind of leave. And sometimes there wouldn't be singing in the songs. It would just be like saxophones and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Instead.
That'd be good.
But it was really very fun.
He'd be handy at mass, telling people when to be standing and sitting down.
Yeah.
Get down.
Get
Yeah.
Get up! Get on up! Yeah, that's
On your knees for a little bit.
We can kneel now for the Eucharist.
the blessed Eucharist. Wow! So that was good. Anyway, it was
That's
great.
wonderful.
A great time had by all.
Oh, yeah.
Phil
Grace
Collins, probably
Jones.
my
Oh,
biggest.
yeah, another
That was a huge one. That was in the air tonight. I remember. I think I've talked about it in the pod. I've talked about it multiple times. You know, obviously he comes in with the do. And I remember he kept singing.
Do you
You
want
know,
to give us a spin of that?
Oh, yeah, sure. So this is the
but the
chocolate.
hurt
drum
doesn't
intro.
grow,
Yeah.
pain still grows.
No.
Stranger to you.
Stop giving me the lead.
and
I can do that
me.
myself. Me. Ding, ding, ding.
You're playing up to it now.
That was literally
That
good.
was pretty.
That's
It was
probably the
actually-
best one I've
that
done.
was actually the best one you've done.
You're
You're losing it. Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay.
But anyway, he was singing all this, and then obviously we know he's a drummer, and he's walking by the drums, and I'm doing the math in my head, and like, he starts walking up this big plinth. I'm like, there's no way he's going to be able to make it back down. Whatever, a big stage, and there was no way.
I was just joining in. Sorry.
There's no way. Plinth, why is he doing it there? And there's no way he's going to be able to make it back
No
down.
way.
in
He couldn't
time.
have made it back
He's
down.
walking
No
up the
way.
stairs, and he's doing, "Heart doesn't show, pain still grows." And I'm like, oh, well, I guess he's not going to do the drums.
Yeah, obviously not.
A drum set shoots out of the stage
Yeah.
up to the top of the pyramid, and he hops on it. I was like 17 when to go see that with Omar.
Those moments are who?
You went on
my
your
cousin
own.
Omar.
Your cousin Omar.
yeah.
Those moments where you get to scream like that are just like indulgent for us all. That's gay. That's what gay is about. That's what queer people.
Yeah.
That's what we just live from one of those moments to the next one of those moments. Like a tearaway costume, a wig reveal, something like that. That's what our lives are about. And we go on like, oh, give us our
Shane's-
rights and bring in the hate speech
Yeah.
laws. But truly, what we want is more of those showbiz.
Emotional
reveals.
hedonism.
Emotional
Shane
hedonism.
with his like hands in his pockets, head to the floor. You okay, buddy? Yeah, I just haven't seen a wig reveal in months.
Honestly, it's just.
It's been months.
But don't you enjoy them?
Oh,
Don't you enjoy a moment like that?
course. Of
Yeah.
Like where
course.
we just scream because we want to. I'm trying to think of another.
it's just constant ta-das, isn't it?
ta-das.
just
yeah,
constant
yeah,
ta-da.
yeah.
Look at that, ta-da!
I saw the Rolling Stones with my dad at Slane, which is a big gig, and he was running around Mick Jagger like a madman. But what was crazy was
Your dad was running around Mick Jagger
my
like a
dad
He was
madman.
running around Mick Jagger.
Yeah, there was like a thing. He was
You're
running
too
around
old.
3 hours or something like that. It was crazy. But we saw him arrive because he was at a cricket game where he was somewhere watching a cricket game and he wanted to stay till the end. So he actually got flown in on a helicopter
Wow.
5 minutes before going on stage. And he got flown in on a helicopter.
Was he there at the cricket being like, that's not a wicket. That's not a wicket. I don't know.
If you can't see.
I'm doing an
Tony's
incredible Mick Jagger
doing
impression.
very good.
He's doing a good Mick Jagger impression, but very weak cricket knowledge.
No.
Yeah.
I don't really have the cricket know-how.
Yeah.
I find it very boring, I would say.
Yeah.
And colonial. So it's not really my cup of tea. Would be the cricket.
Well, a cup of tea is also colonial, but there you go.
I bet you play cricket.
Me?
Yeah.
You think? Well, actually, there was one summer.
Me? Well, actually, yes.
Yes.
One summer of cricket.
Well, one summer it was because everyone went cricket mad.
Yeah.
Because Ireland beat England in cricket in the World
That's
Cup.
right.
I remember.
So Ireland beat
That's when I
England
found out
in
about
cricket. And then we all thought, well, this is class. We should all be playing this so that we can keep doing that because it's the funniest thing
It's
ever.
our national sport.
This thing that we don't really ever play is now we're better than them at it. Like that's really embarrassing for you guys. And honestly, like that's so shit for you.
Yeah,
You should
kind
feel
of
bad about that.
mortifying.
So we started playing it.
anti-colonial.
Yeah, yeah,
Anti-colonial, actually.
So what we used as a wicket was a
Revolutionary.
traffic cone, a sort of an orange traffic cone, and we did not really obey. It was kind of rounders. There was one guy who played cricket and knew sort of vaguely the rules, and it was his bat. And he would kind of get, he'd be like really good and win all the time. But he would get annoyed at our lack of obeying the rules of cricket, which would involve just throwing it as hard as you could at the cone.
That is colonial.
We were
Yes.
simple kids. It was the greatest summer of our life. We didn't have wickets, but we had a traffic cone. And we got this one kid, Jeremy. He was a Brit, and he had all the real gear. And that's when I fell in love. It was leather balls and
I was
cones
a
and
silly
bats.
mid on. She was a shortstop, and we met in the middle. She was on one end and I was on the other end, and we loved each other and we wanted to spend time together. But every time I ran towards her, she would run over to the wickets, and we always, would love from afar. I don't know if you understand
She
cricket,
ran over and-
but the way it works is the two runners are opposite each other, so never the twain shall meet. And so there's sort of
But there's that magical moment in the
Yeah.
middle between two wickets, the stump and the wicket.
Yeah.
A spark where you look eye to eye, only for the briefest of moments, less than a breath, and you're gone again.
And she was at bat, and I had to knock a little stick off a cone.
This girl had legs right up to her shoulders.
She was number wickets, all the way to her neck.
We had a summer of volleyball.
Really?
Of course
Yes.
you did.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
No, it
there
wasn't
were
just
no wig reveals
me
going
and some
on.
of the
so
gay
like,
children.
What else? The
All
volleyball?
the kids in the mobile home site got really into volleyball, but it was homemade volleyball in that the net was a bit of a playground they'd made where it was just, like two poles are in the ground and then a chain at the bottom and a chain at the top, and you kind of walk across the chain and hold on to the top chain. But we made that into a volleyball net.
course. Perfect.
And there was a huge, all the children played it all summer long. It was a big deal.
It's funny how those things happen.
I know it's like a crazy athletic sport, but like whenever I see people doing like that, it looks stupid. I think like the two fists, the two hands together going,
When they
I
get
think
their
it just-
elbows,
the
they sort of
elbows.
get their elbows so close together,
Yeah.
and they sort of like push it, and it looks like they're trying to get cleavage or something.
Yeah.
It's
Pushing
a
their
pathetic
tits
sport.
together.
It's a pathetic sport,
Men pushing
really.
their tits together.
Why would you do that? I just told you about my lovely childhood memory of playing that.
To be honest, I think I'm lashing out because I know it shouldn't be, but I'm kind of insulted that you said you both thought that I played cricket.
Roll back there. Tony said that.
Do you?
And also, you did.
I gave off cricket vibes.
No, you did play
You know,
cricket.
in the same way that everyone's batted a couple of wickets or
You're
whatever.
an English Protestant,
I'm Catholic. Thank you very much.
and you feel
Wow,
guilty
you're
about
still
it to this
Catholic?
day.
I did have
Laps.
one grandparent who converted, so actually there is a bit of Protestant in me, and I do think.
Would you like a bit more? Ooh. Not me,
Wait,
personally. But I know a guy.
I
No, I
don't-
just
I
don't
don't
think
think
I give off cricket vibes.
No, it's just that.
Or do I?
It's
play
just
every
that
sport.
It
That's
feels
true.
like, yeah.
I mean,
People are surprised you play football. So what's the story with that?
yeah, it's true. Like I scored a hat trick on the weekend and everything.
People even more
Everyone's-
surprised you're good at football.
Everyone's talking about it, and it's really annoying. I scored a hat trick on the weekend.
annoying.
My highlight of the podcast in the last few months was you saying that we never come to your games. I thought that was really good, Killian. And then when I listen back to the podcast, which is good practice, it's not
Vanity.
It's not
vanity.
shit.
Yeah, huh?
I thought you were going to say it's not shit.
It's not. Well, sometimes it's a bit.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
But this, throw shit at the wall. I did laugh again.
Oh, that's good.
I laughed out loud again at it when you said
The idea of you guys showing up like supportive moms or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have
With a
scarves, even though all the lads would be in shorts. We'd have scarves because we're not running around getting warm. The blood's not pumping for us.
Get in. Get stuck in.
Come on, honey.
I would say when the ball is cleared, I would say, and we walk, lads, and we walk. That's what I would say.
Oof. As I told you before, was forced to play five-a-side at my brother-in-law's stag, and I literally said to him, I was like, I don't want to play. And he was
Standing
like,
goals.
Well, he begged me. He was like, Tony, like, there's 9 of us. If you don't play, there's no game. You know.
Why
And
couldn't
then-
one just be a floater? I mean, I've said this in the podcast last time you talked about it, but
you could have a
someone
floater.
should have been a floater.
Anyway, I played, and then everyone was shouting like, house, house, house. And I was like, what are you talking about? Why is everyone just fucking shouting house?
Yeah, that's what
And
they say.
They laughed at me. And then I was like, and then they're like, it means mind your house. And I'm like, what does that mean?
I know,
Like
yeah.
your explanation is I'm asking you more questions.
I have some new football material, but I won't
Watch
do
your
it now.
back.
It's
Watch your
working on
back.
it.
But then that sounds threatening. Hey, watch your back.
Hey, watch your back.
Yeah, that would be confusing.
Yeah, so you kind of just have to make up these things. It's very important that you say it like 3 or 4 times. That like say the same thing 3 or 4 times.
They call me the chick on the five-side pitch because I'm always hatching. It's my lingo.
That's
done.
valid.
Is it not? I find it there's kind of an intimacy or something to it that I find uncomfortable. That you all have to be quite earnest. Even if you're just playing five-a-side just for like keep fit, men in their 30s, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Future-proofing, at the body and everything, even though it's bad for the knees. But anyway, I just find you all have to be like, take it seriously. And I'm like, I just find that I'd be a bit shy of it.
Yeah. It's put me off going to the gym with my wife. You know, I don't want to be sincere.
I haven't. Raymond has suggested going to the gym together or going running together, and I cannot explain to him. I'm like,
Do you not think
I
you
would
spend enough
rather
time together,
I would.
like-
Well, yeah, that's one
the
thing.
unspoken thing. Yeah.
But I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to do that with you.
No.
Why would I do that with you?
We have a laugh.
We have a laugh.
We have a laugh.
You know, I'm a comedian, but he makes me laugh. He makes me laugh. Yeah, I
Well, who's
I
looking
just
after the kids while you're both at the gym as well?
Good point.
they're big enough now.
I suppose they're getting beaten now 5 and almost 3. Yeah.
I guess you get
you
so
lock them in
strong
a
in the
room.
gym that when child service come, you can just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Just lock them in somewhere.
I was like, you're not grabbing anyway. You're actually not grabbing any kids away from me. I went to the gym once with my wife today. It was a huge mistake.
I'm joining a new gym because remember I was going to get sexy and then I didn't at all.
You got sexy for the wedding.
No, I didn't get sexy for the wedding. That's the point.
What?
I used many excuses. Such
Why have I
as,
been fancying you then?
because I don't know. Because I got those new boots that time.
Yes.
But I got I'm actually a bit worried about my brain today. I'm functioning very slow.
Love it.
What were we talking?
In holiday mode. Shane is so in holiday mode. I was in the cafe getting a cookie, and then Shane said, "I'm coming in getting a cookie." And then he said, and I was like, "Oh, you're in holiday mode." And then he said, "Oh, I am." And then he took out of his pocket.
Because I went to Hot Guy Coffee first.
You won't believe. There's no way you'll guess. What do you think? Guess what he took out of his pocket?
You really overhyped it.
€50 now.
Tony, why are you guessing? I'm asking the audience to guess.
Oh,
now.
sorry.
No, he took
Guess
out
live.
a jar of pistachio caramel cream
Yeah.
for £10.
€10 I spent
Yeah,
on
you
that.
gave me a tip as well.
I'm
It was
still on
lovely.
holiday
You're
mode.
still on holiday
I'm
mode.
still.
That's holiday mode.
Oh, I'm still catching up here. I'm holiday mode. I mean, I've been home for 4 days. I mean, I have to email back now. You know what I mean? Tony had to ask me to email back to someone yesterday, and I was like, okay.
I thought it was
See-
a nice role reverse.
Yes. Because usually I'm the top, the dom, no, the alpha. I fucked Tony up the ass.
And I like it.
But what was I
'Cause he's hot
talking
now.
now? Oh yeah, I used many excuses. Then I
many
thought like I
excuses.
didn't get sexy because I was like I've not been cast in that TV show, so they'll want me as I am. So as if I was going to get ridiculous anyway. And then so now I'm like going to join an expensive gym to do that thing of go. Well, I can't waste the money on it.
Yes.
Guys doing hyrox.
Sometimes I think the people might go and do hyrox. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I
What's
don't wanna-
hyrox? It's some sort of cult.
You don't know
Hyrox
hyrox?
is where you go. This is my understanding of what Hyrox is, based on having seen it on Instagram. You go to a large place, Marhampla, the RDS.
Oh, yes.
No watch egg in the
A large hanger.
A large hanger,
A large hangar.
an airplane hanger,
Airplane
a
hangar.
Marhampla Baldonnel airplane.
Go to your local airplane hangar and see if there's a hyrox going on.
Well, it might be. They might have the free airplane.
Well,
hangar
you
out
might have gone to your
some
airport hangar, you've seen a lot of hyrox happening
Athletes
there.
are hopping the fences at Dublin Airport in their droves for a hyrox tournament that is not actually taking place.
Well, what are the things? Is it?
Oh, you'd love
So
to know.
they
Loads of
push-
activities you'd love to know.
They put the weights, you know, the circular weights. They put them on a trolley thing, and they push them as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else runs along behind you. I don't know if they're part of your.
There's
if you're
a team. I believe there's a team.
So yeah, someone will run along. You'll be pushing the thing across the room, and then someone run along behind you. Then you also run laps around the hangar.
You do a 1K in between every activity, and there's 10 activities.
So you do know stuff about it.
My
I
sister-in-law's
do remember I did
Jack's
this when I was
family
a
are doing
kid.
it.
I remember doing hyrox one summer because Ireland beat England in the hyrox. So we all
Let's
did
ask
hyrox
Kevin
for
Twomey
one
to
summer.
send us a voice
Is
note
Kevin
of what a
Twomey
hangar-
hyrox?
Yeah.
Well, he's jacked. Jesus, I want to look like that.
That's why, maybe Hyrox is a good idea because Kevin Twomey very sexy.
I just think sometimes
You get
when
a butt
I see,
like that from hyrox?
I think so.
You get a dick. Sorry.
Sorry.
I
I don't know that when it just looks like a strange sort of invented
One is like a
thing.
sled thing, and then
You're
you run
pushing
up K,
something-
and then there might be like a fireman kind of carry with weights, and then there might be, a kind of a CrossFitty type activity, and then you do
Guys, I'll
another-
tell you this. I'm texting Kevin here. I said, "Can you send a quick voice note of what Hyrox is?" But it came up autocorrected to Byron. I'm not asking Kevin Twomey's opinion on Lord Byron. Please, that's a whole other podcast.
More of a Shelley man.
Come on, can you do? I don't think I have their accents down, but him talking about late 18th century poetry.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
no, I can't do
Sometimes
that.
improv is no, stop.
Yes,
Yes, and I don't
yes,
want to.
let's not.
Yes, let's not.
Mm.
Yes, and let's not.
That yes and thing has gotten out of control. That's become into the public knowledge that yes and is a thing from improv, and then you see them go on to RuPaul's Drag Race or show Ella Marshall, and they just say, "I know improv. It's yes and," as if that's the only thing there is.
I know beaches. Yes, and
That's good.
Oh, that's hey,
okay.
that's good.
That's good.
The desert. Yes, and
No.
okay, it's the same thing. It's the same concept, same joke.
Okay, so if Kevin gets back in time, we'll get this episode. Will tell us what Hyrox is.
If he gets back
From a
in
Hyrox
time.
charm. Now, you know what's annoying? I sent him a picture earlier and he wrote back immediately. And now he's not writing back when I need him.
Do you
to
just
write
have
back
like a
immediately.
steady stream of conversation going at all times?
Do you know what? Killian, I'll tell you this, right? These are the modern foibles one must engage with, right? Now, we have WhatsApp. I have WhatsApp with Kevin Twomey if I want. But for some reason, but then today I was like, maybe I should just Instagram him because Instagram feels a bit more like
Fleeting.
I'm not entering his life.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to Instagram him.
little
But maybe he'd
post-it.
be like, why is he texting me? I don't know.
Yeah.
What, do you ever have that?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
me hosting the podcast. Do you ever have experiences like that?
I find because I might text Peter about something, and we might just be, talking about something, or just like laughing about something on WhatsApp or whatever together, or like, and then I might also then be talking to him at the same time on Instagram, just about broken men that we found on Instagram reels
Great.
that we're sending
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth,
Great.
Oh, yeah.
and then like laughing at it, being like, "This is you, this is you, this is you." If Gemma dumped you, and this kind of stuff, and then, but like we also might still be having to like stop that conversation to respond. And you really can jump in between different personalities. You know what I mean? Within the same.
I find it really annoying that we're
conversation.
friends and colleagues together because we have, when one of the people who need to work with, they send us something and we have to reply. But then I'm like, I'll do that later. But also I want to send you something funny.
right now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
But I think we're getting better at
We
just
are getting
going,
better.
I'm messaging into this group, here's a funny joke. However, we all know someone else needs our attention, but we're not doing it at that specific moment.
For example, big
For
message
example?
from our.
What do you mean when you say, for example?
For example,
What was that?
What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't follow. For example,
Asperger, what have you,
is
Asperger?
there any phrases off scale, Kabeder?
Marhampla.
Oh!
I'm going to learn Irish. I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
My mum does it every Monday, and I was like, I got to do that. I said on a wall, mum. I think I might do that as well. A wam, a wammy,
I was going to say on the
on a wall, wammy.
Oh, whammy.
So I think I might do that. A good jazz.
I'm going to call out broadcasting gay Brendan Courtney right now because he's filling in on the Radio RC slot. Of course, I don't really want to talk about Radio 1. It's in absolute bits. Also, they've changed the bus routes on my road since I came home from holidays. I am fucking freaking the fuck out. Anyway, Brendan Courtney is covering and he has learnt off his script of Inish Toshig now and the Prish gets a nucht and he sends off to the Gaeilge News. And then when he came back, he said, Grandma got a coach, but it should be a chot. So,
what's a chot?
The Shevu. A coach is her name. But then he said, Grandma got a chot.
Oh.
I am terrified for saying that out loud because what if he hears that and goes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then also, what if I'm wrong?
If I was him, I'd say, stop being such a cunt.
Yes.
Okay. I'll shake, for the red and for the tape, I'm shaking Killian's hand on that. Tony, shake Killian's hand.
I will. I tried to get in something similar, but he did. That was brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the best joke of the week. Thank you very much, Killian. And all who guessed that it was going to be Killian this week, you've all won.
It was serious.
Young hot guys.
Driver of the day, podcaster of the day. Your votes are coming in. Still not me, unfortunately. Wait, you're back from holidays. So
Thank you.
A bit of that.
Well, hang on. Before you do that,
Oh,
may
no.
I say just...
Sorry, Tony wants more attention.
No. Just before we do that, seeing as we're talking about the kind of Radio 1 shake-up and everyone moving to News Talk,
Okay.
This is a video thing only. What do you think of my Pat Kenny mask I made?
My God.
What do you think of Pat... it's a purely... so maybe you just need the voice like...
Did you skin that off his face?
Well, I think they're just wondering, a man of your age, how you know so much about, Frank McCourt.
Does that look like Pat
You
Kenny?
look to the camera a bit more so they can see how...
It does look exactly like Pat Kenny. I'm getting into 3D mask sculpting.
A very pointy head, Pat Kenny.
Well, I ran out of filament.
All I can think about is how you've had that in your pocket this whole time. Now, Killian has the Pat Kenny mask.
Miss Lara Croft.
It's good.
Miss Lara Croft.
If you guys would...
That's good, Shane. Any Pat Kenny?
What? I have a lot of money. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
There you
have
go.
that in me.
I'm going to sue a woman about a field.
No, he didn't say that himself.
did say it.
He did. No, the woman.
No, he didn't say
No.
that.
The-
A guy on the show said that,
He said
doing
that.
an impression of
He
him.
said that.
That's an impression of it. Anyway, this is so deep in reference. I don't know. It's Joycean and how deep
Yes.
in level in reference it is.
that is.
Let's
This.
go to something more topical and easier to understand. Shane, you were in a place called Italy.
Thank you very
Yes.
much, Italy. I've saw many places in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
I learnt many things. Italy's not that old. Didn't know that.
Is it not?
The country of Italy is only new. Like,
No, it's not. It's old.
no, it's a collection of kingdoms for years, and then all various bits and the Roman empire and everything. It was a
What was
collection
that?
of kingdoms in the 1850s. only.
When they built the fucking Colosseum?
Well, okay.
1950s.
Yes.
The
yes.
Colosseo.
But most countries in Europe
sorry.
were around 1850s, but they were around a bit longer than that.
Yeah, but Italy it wasn't.
Well, yes, but Rome.
Rome, yes.
It's a dream. Rome is a dream.
That was built in
And that
one
dream was
single
born.
They
day
built it in one day.
in the 1950s, apparently.
Wait,
Before you tell
is
us-
that where all the roads lead to?
Don't know that one.
Yes. All roads lead to Rome. That's the thing they say.
Shane, are you worried now? I do want to hear about this Italy trip, but are you worried now that we've been looking forward to hearing about this
Okay,
trip for so
sorry.
long?
I have been talking about this trip for
That-
actually about 9 months.
Yeah.
So, it was a fun?
It was fantastic. We city hopped.
Fantastico.
We had the wedding. That was fantastic and very beautiful. And we
Sent
should
some
have
lovely
more
photos.
How did
more
the
beautiful
bride
things.
and the bridesmaids?
Stunning. There was
Lovely.
no bridesmaid. There was no best man.
Okay.
Which I will say, I'm going to shade my brother on this. You should have one because there's little jobs to be done. And
Very true.
I already had a job, and then I was doing a few jobs, and I was doing a few jobs then. And a best man would have come in handy.
There's a new millennial thing in not having friends, and like I support them, and they're not having any friends.
No, he had
whatsoever.
friends. They came to the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they just, and he has
Hey,
3
give some
brothers.
jobs to your dad. I mean, look at his LinkedIn. It's
Yeah, you could add
Nearly anything.
add to
Oh,
that.
we can't find him on LinkedIn. I knocked off that LinkedIn. I don't know. And my dad's not on LinkedIn. He's happily enjoying his retirement. And we wish him well with that.
Wonderful. Did you do all your little jollies before the wedding, or was that after the wedding?
No, we went to Rome, then we went to the wedding outside Rome, then we went back to Rome, then we went to Napoli, then we went to Cefalù, and then we went to Palermo.
okay.
So we, I'm a bit
You went
old. I'm a
around.
bit old for that kind of hopping.
Where'd you go before Palermo?
Cefalù.
Ooh.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful down there.
Funny name.
Many
is.
people messaged me who listen to this podcast for some reason, I guess, or follow me on Instagram. They said, go to Cefalù. I said, babe, I'm going to Cefalù. They all kept saying that because they saw I was in Palermo. It was very good, but I'm too old to hop around like that. You're all sixes and sevens.
Saying hopping, like, was it a
You're
lot of
six of
movement?
one, half a dozen of the other, Killian.
Yeah.
He was bloody hopping. He sent a photo of
You were
himself.
2 nights in different, and then
Stuff
you were
on the
gone
knees.
again.
He was on a boat. He was on a boat with
Now, the boat was very exciting, but
Sleeping on a boat?
I would not recommend the boat
Okay.
because you're sleeping in the boat and you can't sleep together. You have to sleep in bunk beds
Oh,
separately.
that was very funny.
And then you do that, and then a boat is really loud and also thrashing around the sea,
Yes.
the Mediterranean Sea. So it's actually not very comfortable or pleasant, and you kind of don't really sleep. And then when you're kind of half asleep, half awake in the boat, you're like the boat's thrashing around a bit, and then it's like loads of noise, and your body is vibrating. And then when you're in that half sleep state, you go, I am in a cabin in a boat. If this boat tips over, I will drown in this cabin. I'm going to drown. Oh my God, I'm drowning right now. I'm drowning. It's happening. It's happening. So I would not recommend the overnight boat.
And if you see,
But I do recommend overnight oats.
Okay, yes. And overnight eggs?
Overnight eggs,
Marhamlet.
of course. Marhamlet.
And if you see this boat rocking, are you allowed to knock on the door? Like, if the maid or something?
Tony. Yeah, because they would be mostly
Okay.
rocking all together.
They'd be rocking together.
We went to Pompeii. Pompeii, delicious.
Yes!
I have to say, I mean, a boyhood dream fulfilled, right?
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Pompeii.
You should go. It's great.
Oh.
It's actually great. But
Hmm?
I regret to say we did not see the wanking man. Now,
Shame.
you know what? We joke about the wanking man. If you don't know this, the Pompeii, one of the
Wanking
things
man
they
of
did was they
Pompeii.
poured in the cavities left behind by the bodies. They poured in whatever, what's that, clay or whatever?
Clear concrete.
You know,
man.
concrete stuff. The people's bones are in there.
Mm.
And one of them looks like a man who was wanking.
Wait, no, they aren't. I
They
thought.
are.
I heard they weren't.
They are. You can see skulls and everything.
Okay, I was told the opposite.
I think I told you that, but I learned wrong. I was wrong. It
We-
is
at
so
the
I don't
Edinburgh
like.
Fringe, two separate comedians had bits about the wanking man of Pompeii.
We don't know where he is. We did Google him when
Did
we were
they move
there.
him? It's like Nelson's head.
Well, they moved them all. Yeah, it's huge. It's a whole town. I didn't realize it's absolutely huge.
So is the town itself like almost a replica in that they poured the concrete into the whole lot?
No. They've dug it out.
Okay.
So it was covered in all the ash,
Mm.
and then they dug it out. And then you can walk into their houses.
Why?
And you
There
can
was
see
an
their tiled
archaeological
floors.
find at Pompeii where they found, like, it turns out, like, loads of other wanking mans of Pompeii.
Is it?
Maybe there's
Yeah.
loads of wanking mans in Pompeii
It
now.
was- They're like, turns out it was quite a common response.
But then it's actually traumatic because then there's one of those plaster cast people and she's like sitting down with her knees up to her chest and she has her hands over her mouth because they asphyxiated and died
Oh, God.
because of the gases. That's what happened to them.
And the guy next door is pulling himself off. I
And
mean,
the-
Jesus.
well, I don't know. But that's the thing. I was like, maybe he was. I mean, I'm kind of more convinced that the wanking man of Pompeii was wanking because if you're wanking away, you're huffing and puffing.
This is kind of Michael Hutchins kind of situation.
Yeah, something
Maybe
like that. Maybe.
kind of.
Maybe as soon as the
autoerotic.
gas, he was like, oh, maybe he was just turned on by explosions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he
like,
caused
yeah.
it,
Yeah, maybe
and
that's
he was
it.
all like, finally,
There
the
had been
Joker.
they didn't know. There'd been an earthquake before, you see.
I think
So
we
wait,
need
there was a little earthquake, and then
There was a little earthquake, became a big rumble. They
And
weren't too
then-
worried about it, and all the lava came.
No, the mold,
Okay.
ash.
There was no lava.
and Pliny the Elder was the only witness, I think.
Pliny the Elder died in it.
Died
That's
in
right.
it.
But Pliny the Younger
Pliny the
documented
Younger.
it, and
Pliny the
that's
Younger.
where we have the documentation
Yeah.
of what happened.
Would Pliny
That
the
is-
Younger not change his name? Do you know
Well,
what I
he's
mean?
proud of his
Who's his
uncle and his
uncle?
lineage.
Pliny.
Good knowledge, Killian.
Well, I mean, I know about Pliny.
That's very sexy.
I know my Plinies.
Even though I know they weren't covered in lava, and even though I know that the wanking man is not a lava, kind of casing of a wanking man, and it is ash and all this stuff, there is no way you can convince me otherwise. Like, I know it isn't, but it's so, you know what I mean? Like, you learn that in your child, like, lava went all on them, and then lava turned them all to rock. And then they're all rock there, and everything's lava.
You're like, no,
I can't
that's
take that away. It's too
Yeah.
ingrained in me, the importance of there being lava everywhere. Because lava seemed like a serious threat when you're a child.
There's that famous Neil deGrasse Tyson thing where he says when you're arguing with people, like what to do in the modern world, trying to argue with people who have different viewpoints to you. And it's like, flat earthers, what piece of evidence can I show you that will change your opinion? And when they say this thing and then you show them that thing, and they still don't believe it, then you step away from it. You go, there's nothing I can do here. And I think it's the same with Tony and this wanking guy of Pompeii. It's like, what evidence could I show you that would make you think otherwise?
I mean, maybe that it was actually toxic gas and that they were encased.
Well, there was toxic gas.
It was lava. No way, I don't believe it.
No, they
That's
died
fake.
from asphyxiation from the gas, and then the ash came after.
And the ash.
The ash filled up everywhere. So you can go
lava.
into the bathhouse. It's actually like I honestly is like, I know we're supposed to joke, but it honestly is absolutely amazing. You go into and it's exactly as it was. There's no water running, of course, but it's just like the floor, the tiled floor. It's the same floor. The place where they sat and got ready to go into the hot room or the cold room. It's just there. It's just there. And they dug it out because the ash preserved it. Anyway, it's absolutely incredible. If you're going, I would recommend going to the museum in Napoli then after, because they have all the bits they've taken out of Pompeii.
Okay.
The statues and whatnot.
And did you have pizza in the place where they invented pizza?
Yes, I had a lot of pizza and a lot of pasta. And, people always slag Italians. And, there's a lot of TikTok trends and they go, Italians, when you're ordering food and they're like, can I have a cappuccino? And they're like, no. Or like cappuccino, they won't let you have cappuccino after 11. They're not like that at all. They're very pleasant. However, they're a bit mad, the Italians.
I see.
And I clash with Italianness a little bit.
Yeah,
Really?
in
It's
terms
just,
of
they're
personal
they're
space,
just
or-
like, it's very confusing. The only signs they have are signs that say not working or out of order. The sign in the train
no
station at
McFlurry.
Pompeii.
The McFlurry
The richest
machine
man in
is broken.
The-
richest
That's
man
all
in
they
Italy is
have.
the guy who makes the not working signs.
Yeah, they're all written with paper and pen and paper, like the past, and they have like they love the past, I guess. They have like this. There was a sign. This is, I don't mean to be a tourist about it, but like the sign, and I was like, no one understands this. It said at the the train station in Pompeii, which is one of the busiest tourist attractions in the world, and written on a piece of paper with a pen, and it said, "Need coins, card more better." And I was like, what do you want us to do? You want us to give you coins, or do you want us to use a card?
Need coins.
What do you want us to do?
Card more better.
That sounds like the cash register became sentient and
Yeah.
scribbled that themselves.
But that seems to be they seem to be the opposite. I'm
I
not
need
mocking
coins,
I'm not
cards
mocking
are
the bad
more
English.
better.
Cards more. You want me to use card, or you need coins?
Need coins though.
What do you want me to do?
Need coins, more or less.
Need
more
coins,
better.
but card more better.
More
I
better,
find tourism
more
very embarrassing, though. Do you find when you go to a
Yeah,
tourist, I'm
like,
very
why-
embarrassed.
Why are you looking at that, you losers? Like, what are you looking
Well, like
at?
people go around.
I
there
see
was
that all the time.
People taking the pictures. I'm just like, stop. Like, just stop. One woman running around. You have to queue a little bit in Pompeii to go to the. I actually am a bit worried. I can't think of any of my words. Whorehouse is what I
Italy.
want to say, but I
Oh.
don't want to say whorehouse.
That's okay.
A brothel.
Brothel. Thank you.
Why is it that when you speak at Killian's pace, you seem to think you're like your brain damaged? Like what? Just maybe allow.
Oh, is that it?
Maybe allow yourself, because Killian will be much slower than that.
and way more boring?
Yeah, go easy on yourself. Come on.
Sorry,
it's just
can I
not up
give
to
you a
your
fight there?
pace.
Okay. Well, when you go in
It's
to
like
go
you
to
talk against me, it
the
seems like you have
brothel,
brain damage.
then everyone wants to go to the brothel because the brothel they have like pictures up of different sex positions, so you could point to because some of them might not speak Latin, they might speak Greek or whatever because they're visiting, and they point to whichever position you want to try with the lady.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what you did.
You did this?
No, we didn't. No. In Pompeii, it's no longer in use, but you have to queue for the bit for that, and then the Italians want to scrap because we were walking up, and the tour guide in front of us was like. Some boys walked to try and go ahead around this group, and then they want to scrap. They love it.
They're like a little
the guy
fight.
turned around and he's like, "You have to queue. It's a queue," and like rather than say sorry or excuse me, if it's actually a queue because it was very unclear. It's a mass of people. This is the kind of Italian. And then if he said it to me, I'd be like, "Well, how was I supposed to know it was a queue?" And then I was like, "That's what he wants." That's what he
Yeah.
wants. They love it.
They do.
They have fights and they're fighting with each other, and the staff are fighting with each other in places, and then they're just casually chatting. They're fighting.
But sorry, I don't.
They love scraps.
Shouldn't you be into that?
Me?
If you gave yourself over to it, if you just gave yourself over,
Maybe
to
I'm
it.
afraid of that part of myself.
I know
Tony.
it's the Catholicism or something. But if you actually just let loose, because you'd love to be
They're
like fucking,
Catholics.
I know, but if you knew that all the stakes were low and it wasn't actually going to be a fight, and that's just how people talked, it'd be amazing just to be like, yeah, how was I supposed to know that?
How was I supposed to know? It's a
Cards,
massive
card more better? What did that mean?
There's no other queue in the whole place. So why would it suddenly be a queue here? How are we supposed to know?
Yes.
There's no sign.
Yeah,
I could have done all that with him.
I was watching an Italian film once, and the guy is like really frustrated, and he's had a kid and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I just need to go out and have a fight with someone." And then he leaves the house, and he gets in an argument with someone, and he feels better.
Gladiator.
Yes.
Gladiator.
Oh yeah, But then he
Italian
comes back and his kid's dead.
Catholicism.
Very gladiator.
Irish Catholicism, miserable.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Misery.
The drudgery.
Spanish Catholicism, kind of showy, a lot of pageantry, sexy, running around, holding statues up.
We
Yeah.
invented
Glam. Yeah, this is us. And they pray with their hands open wide by their sides.
this.
Like really, they're sexy
this.
about it.
hands out.
Italian is a blend of both.
Yeah.
They are like, we're absolutely miserable about it, but look at all this stuff. Do you
what we've
see
got,
it?
yeah.
Look at this giant
Yeah.
church. And then you go past one enormous basilica and you're like, you look up on Google Maps, what's that? Right, Basilica of St. James. And then like, you walk 50 meters and it's like, what's that? Basilica of St. Anne. You're like, they just like, we better build another one. We better build another one. They love it. But they have also then every crevice or every wall, there's a little statue of Jesus or Mary. You know that we go around Ireland, you see the little Marian shrines. They have just them in all over the place. Cities, small towns where they just love it. So theirs is kind of, we're so miserable, but look how happy we are about being miserable. That's what I think Italian
And
Catholicism
our
is.
mothers are actually the Virgin Mary.
Yes, all our
own
mothers are the
are
Virgin Mary.
actual Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
You know, when in Ireland it's kind of they're the Virgin Mary, but also with the original sin of Eve.
I think
you know?
the difference in terms of Irish boys and how they treat their mother is like they might behind their mother's back say to their partner, look, I know she can be a bit mad. Like in front of her, absolutely probably the same as an Italian. But then when behind their back, they might be like, yeah, she's a bit mad, but just like, please, just go with her, just roll with her. Whereas I think Italians, it's a constant. It's like to their partner, do not say a bad word about my mother.
Yeah. I think Irish mothers are kind of easy because you just have to, all you have to do is like listen. You just have to sit there.
And do exactly what you're told.
And they'll just say everything they have to tell you about what's happened.
That's
and you just
fantastic.
sit and listen to it. And you have to go like,
Really? That's mad.
Who did? Oh.
Wow.
I
That's
love
all
it.
really.
I get in, you know, and I love it. I love getting an earful off my mum. I love hearing about everything that's happening. And then I'll say, you know, so I have this, you know, gig coming. She's like, that's great. Like, she'll cut me off.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, that's great. Keep him busy anyway. And I'm like, I have been here getting an earful. You know, like, where's the tip for tap? But that's not how it works.
You know
that's
what
not
my
what it's for.
favorite thing is? I noticed it just there last week. I saw two older women talking, and they're having that thing where, you know, when they're walking next to each other and they're literally leaned in talking about, and he's going back next week, but he's supposed to get the flights. The girlfriend's not coming with him. Do you know when they reach a point in their story that's so dramatic that they actually stop walking?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I just love it. So I witness this sometimes. She goes, and she's going along. She's supposed to get the flight back. And then they just stop walking and she holds her shoulder and she goes, he wasn't at the airport. He'd forgotten his passport. And they just stop and take it in for a moment. And then once
And I said to him, don't forget your passport. And I said to him, don't forget your... I love emphasis on a
After
weird
what?
word.
I
said to him. I said to him, don't forget your passport. Don't forget your passport. What's the deal? And I showed him, no fucking passport. No fucking passport. No fucking passport. Yeah, the tones and rhythms.
Yeah, I
and
love it.
sometimes-
It's very, very nice.
And also, like, the amount of conversation that happens before you have to go. Like, that's when the bulk of the conversation happens. You know, it's like the Pareto principle. You know, 80% of the chat is in the last 20.
I'll let you go.
know. Anyway, let you go. But anyway, look.
Let you go.
And then it's like the fucking director's cut, Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
yeah.
You know, or like at the door, or like two women walking and one has to go a different way. That's when it's like, anyway,
the gap is getting bigger and bigger until
Yeah.
they're shouting. They're shouting it, but they're just holding one hand there.
it's just the right before you go out to one more thing. And that's the fucking juice.
That's
right
what
there.
you start doing is the second you walk in the door, the second you arrive, you say, listen, I have to go. That should be your
Yeah.
tactic. If you really need to leave, you walk into the house and maybe you've got 2 hours. You walk into the house and you go, listen, I actually have to go. And you start walking towards the door.
Tell them you have
Chances
15
are-
minutes.
Yeah. You might get
might
out
get-
of time.
Flying.
Yeah.
I'm flying.
Passing through.
Keep holding your keys.
Yeah. Don't put
Hold
them on
your
the
keys
counter.
the whole time.
Or she
Yeah.
has you.
Yeah.
Don't put them down.
She might tidy them away somewhere
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
gone.
You have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be
Good
watchful.
moment of just it was my dad looking around for his keys going, where are my keys? Where are my keys? And then my mum, from just voices I'm hearing from around the house, my mum just going, they're on the key rack. And he goes, who put them there? It's like, that's the last place they should be.
yeah.
Why? I put them on the counter. That's where they live. Why are they on the key rack?
I told my mother I've parked arseways. I wasn't trying to escape
Oh,
or whatever,
that's
but I
good.
did tell her I have.
That's good.
I thought
Double yellow.
I was thinking that it might work, whatever. So I had parked arseways. I was just telling her as a matter of fact, and then she was like, "Did you?" And then she went, No, you didn't. And then she talked to us in the window of the car for another few minutes. But I was
That's
like,
great.
I was in danger. Like, there's going to be a crash. Like, the nose of my car was basically on the other side of the road. I was basically parked perpendicular to the footpath. So I was like, I can't. But I mean,
You're just hostages there, sitting there.
yeah, you're
She's
kind
in
of
the
trapped
window.
then.
It's like,
What are they
you gonna
supposed to do?
She has
'Cause
to remove her head from the car before you can start
yeah,
driving.
but even it was going to take me like a 64-point turn to get out of the parking space anyway. So she's like,
Gonna make it
even if
more
I started the
stressful.
car and started doing mini reverse and mini forward, she would have kept going. She would have had more
your
stuff to
mom's telling
say.
you about the play that your cousin was in, and you're trying to turn the car 54 ways. It's like,
like,
no, they're all boys. It's a boys' school, but he was the girl. They dressed up as that's the way it is.
No, I got me rollerblades on now. I'll keep talking.
No, he needs to. She wants to try and get him into something because he needs to do something. Do you know what I mean? Look at the way he's kind of say. He ends up at home. I mean, he likes his reading or whatever, that kind of thing, but he needs to be active. You know, then he needs to be active. You know, we're trying to get him to do something, trying to get them moving. And look, we didn't have that with yous now. Look, yous were all doing things. Because we didn't have that problem.
No, sure, it was only on Miogo. I didn't
So
feel
what's
it.
going to happen, right? What's going to happen? Because we now slag my mother because when her mother was on the phone, she used to do things like where she'd take the phone away and go, oh God, and then go back on and go, yeah. And then now we slag her and we're like, you're like that. Is that going to happen? Your lovely wife, Terry, is she going to become that to your children at some point?
100%.
But when does it happen? When do you become like, when is that going to happen?
Well, apparently,
Like I've noticed myself as a man, sorry to be so gendered about it and binary, whatever, but I do notice things I'm interested in. I'm like, oh God, be careful now. Be careful.
Well, me and Terry have a very good honesty where, like, sometimes one of us is just talking to each other and we're like, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
You're always talking.
That's good.
And then we laugh about it, thank God. Hopefully we'll laugh about it forever. You know, so
Or
I'm assuming-
divorce.
Or divorce. Hey,
Uh-oh.
you know, don't rule out now.
Very modern.
Or a silent, begrudging life.
Well, apparently
Yes.
there's a thing that happens where just with your ears, where men's ears lose higher pitch. They can't take it in as well, higher pitch frequencies, and women's ears lose kind of lower frequencies. So it actually does become a thing that couples who have been together in their 70s, they physically can't hear just the other person, and I can't fucking wait for that, to be honest. You know what I mean? And even for her sake as well. You know, if I'm talking,
Doc, is there
at
any
her-
way to accelerate the process?
yeah, if I'm talking at her about my mask making hobby, I know that I still want her to be in the room. You know what I mean? But she doesn't give a fuck.
He's upstairs making masks again.
Doing his mask making.
He's doing his mask making again.
Kevin Twomey left me on red.
Oh, well, you'll have to sign up for the bonus podcast if you want to hear Kevin Twomey's wonderful...
Twomey from an even more popular podcast get back to Shane?
Much more popular.
Far more
Much more popular
And
podcast.
How much more
I'm
popular?
Grandma.
Maybe not.
Mainstream
It's all
broad
PR.
podcast.
We're more popular. Fuck them.
PR.
PR.
You want me to listen to that podcast? I'm grand, ma'am. Anyway, remember that
Let's
desert
leave it there.
joke I made? I made two good jokes on this podcast. One was
It was
something
the
to do with the
sand.
desert.
It was the beach, I
Yes,
think, was the
sand.
good one. Yeah.
And then there was another one calling Shane a chunt.
The hunt.
So just
A
remember
hunt.
those when I made that bad joke at the end. I watched for the first time ever Back to the Future.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
How have you never watched that before?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I could do it line by line. I could watch the whole thing and do.
I'd never seen it before. Well, it was one of those ones where I knew essentially the entire plot and I could quote probably half of it. But it was
That's
good
like
to see
it's
it.
such a Killian coded movie. Young kid kind of becomes friends with some fucking random crazy old man. Like
Yeah. You could totally be a Marty McFly situation because you will befriend an odd dog.
Well, I do. I appreciate that because Anna was kind of saying this guy's just cool and like I don't know. It's strange that the main character
Marty.
is just
You
kind of
can
like
probably
a
do a
cool
good one,
guy.
Johnny. Can you do a good one?
Marty,
Marty. It's wobbly, I think. Marty.
Great Scott, the Libyan nationalists. That was a strange plot device.
Yeah, you forget that.
I did find that strange that he gets assassinated by Libyan terrorists. But there you go. Or does he? But very good
Well,
movie.
who armed them?
And then
There's another question.
The whole thing is
Who
his
armed
mom
them?
wants to ride him.
Well, hang on, he bought plutonium off Libyan terrorists.
Yes.
So he funded directly Libyan terrorism.
No, he didn't buy it off them. He swapped a bomb, but the bomb that he made was just a load of Skittles, and that's why they're coming to kill him.
Oh,
because
yeah.
he well, and in many ways, he deservedly was.
Well, I'm sure there was a lot of people maimed with sugar, and it wasn't a great, like I'm sure like some very innocent, maybe maybe Christian
And
Western.
some people were just wanking, and then the gas from the Skittle bomb
Yes.
actually killed them.
and they were frozen in time.
No, it was
They
it was
poured-
marshmallow. You'll never convince me it wasn't just marshmallow. Enough of this gas thing.
Tony, what did you want to bring to the podcast? Show and tell.
I feel like you had more to say about Back to the
Sorry.
Future.
Well, I just think the plot
It's
of it is
good.
kind of. It's very, very good. Very, very good film. But there was like the whole idea that like the plot is his friend is shot by Libyan terrorists in a car park in sort of middle America, maybe like California or somewhere like that. And then
Not very middle America. Very much
sort of
coast,
not middle
West
America.
Coast.
And then
Middle America,
his
somewhere like
mum is
directly on the
trying
West
to
Coast.
Fuck him. And
Yeah,
it's like,
Killian, you know what? Get over that, okay? The point of art is to illuminate these dark corners of life. We must face these issues.
I liked it, but I did think
You sicko.
I loved it.
Oh, what a sicko.
I don't know where I stand. You say it's okay to fuck. You're like an Italian sign. You're like an Italian sign.
Need coins, cards, more better. How many times?
Don't say that about my mother. I will fuck her if I went back in time. I will fuck this woman if I went back in time. Don't say that about my mother. I know she'll be annoying, but don't say it. Sorry, Hilary, missed a key a bit of
Hilary sat back down
information
there, was like,
earlier.
what
about
are they
it.
doing?
Anyway,
All right, maybe we should.
maybe we should leave it there. Thank you guys so much. If you want to hear Kevin Twomey's response to Shane, you will have to sign up for the bonus podcast.
If he ever responds.
If he ever responds.
I'd say listen in a couple of months' time. And I'd be like, oh, sorry, girlie. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock it back to you.
So, hyrox.
okay. Hey,
So, Lord Byron, he was like basically one of the first celebrities, kind of celebrity poet. And he
don't.
actually
Stop doing it.
He swam across the Bosphorus, I think, from Europe into Asia. And I don't remember any of his poems.
Hilary's so offended by this Cork accent.
She's
not even.
in
Yeah, it was
It's a
like a
Hollywood
Hollywood
Irish
Irish
accent,
accent.
isn't it?
Yes.
Hollywood County.
She's red with fury like the Rebel
Hollywood
County
County
flag
Wicklow.
itself.
Okay, look, I tried my best. I tried to do the thing, and I'm at a beach. Yes, and whatever. I tried. I remember that joke. I tried to do.
You've ruined it now. You had a good joke.
Don't forget to come and see us in the National
exactly
Stadium
what
on
I
the
was
20th of November. Tickets are on sale via Ticketmaster or the link in the very show notes of this thing.
this thing.
It's going to be
And
really
I'm in
great.
London, 4th November. If you're there, like, please
Bing,
come
bing,
to
bing.
that.
Anyway, look, I'm going to be making more masks, so I'll be making an Etsy soon. So find out about that. Take ages to make, and they're not very good.
Chus?
Just, yeah.
Cheers.
Very attractive. Very attractive.
Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Daniel Byrne.
Killian,